Well, it's been nearly half a century since fans of Star Trek were first introduced to Captain Kirk and his crew members, and now fans of the franchise have the opportunity to join the crew. CBS News contributor Jamie Wax shows us the new exhibit that's opening next week in New York.
It's hard to believe that this year marks 50 years since the Starship Enterprise first began its mission. And the Intrepid Sea, Air, and Space Museum here in New York City is marking that anniversary with a very special interactive exhibit called the Starfleet Academy Experience.
So welcome to Starfleet Academy. Are you feeling like a recruit?
Are you kidding? I feel like a total recruit. I'm geeking out right now.
You're a Starfleet Academy cadet.
All right.
It's the 26th century. It's career day at the Academy. And we're going to see where you really excel, Jamie.
I've got the stuff.
Command, tactical, science, medical, engineering, navigation. Where are you best suited at the Academy? We're heading into actually the medical section. Do you remember the tricorder?
Damn it, Jim, I'm a correspondent, not a doctor.
This is phaser training.
All right.
Right, we're going to see how well you can point your phaser and hit the target.
Okay, that's supposed to be a steady beam, right? Wow.
All right, the bridge of the Starship Enterprise. Welcome aboard. It really is magical, right? So many hours you spent in front of the TV, looking at that bridge, seeing everybody at the station, seeing Captain Kirk in command, and now you're here.
Do me a favor, Liz. I've always wanted to do this. The ship banks left. Ship banks right. Got to do that on the bridge. Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you did very well.
Are you ready to sit in the captain's chair?
I have been ready since I was 12 years old to sit in the captain's chair. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that feels good. Natural.
I think so. The legendary George Takei, Sulu. What does it feel like to think that it's been 50 years since you started this journey with Star Trek?
It is an amazing feeling. I said, at best, with luck, if it sells, we may last 2 seasons. How wrong I was. It lasted only 3 and we were canceled.
You were close.
We had no idea it would become this kind of phenomenon.
When that first 3-season run ended, what point was it where you said, wait, I think this thing is going to keep going and I may return to this?
Well, I'd be walking down the streets of Manhattan and people would say, oh, you're from Star Trek. I really love your show. This was, in syndication, and I knew then that we were getting fans. In 1977, Star Wars was released. It exploded at the box office, and Paramount said, wow, there's an audience out there for a feature film. And so that's how we became a feature film. And bless their hearts, the Star Trek fans are so loyal and so devoted. They made the first film a big success.
Why do you think Star Trek has stayed vital and relevant for 50 years?
Well, first of all, it's good entertainment. It's a rip-snorting good space opera. So that has the next generation engaged. But I think it's the basic sense of optimism we have of our future that's at the core of Star Trek.
You were in a unique position as an Asian American actor when you played Sulu, just as Nichelle Nichols was in a unique position as an African American woman. Do you hear from people who were kids watching you saying, Sulu inspired me, Sulu was the first time I saw someone like me in a position like that on television?
Absolutely, and I still hear it today. The role itself for me was a personal breakthrough, but it really was a breakthrough for the depiction, characterization of Asian American man as we saw in Sulu.
Mr. Sulu, you have the con. Once we're en route, I want you to transmit a targeted comm burst to Harrison's location.
We're coming back as another feature film, the third one with the rebooted cast, and so there's a future that I will not predict, but I think there is a future for Star Trek.
CBS News contributor Jamie Wax checked out the exhibit, as you saw, and he joins us now. You're a die-hard Star Trek fan, Jamie.
I am, since I was a kid.
What was your favorite part?
It was all really fun, but I got to say, sitting in that captain's chair on the bridge, it was the next generation bridge. It was not the original run bridge, but it was really exciting. And clearly, Picard is a large man because my feet dangled, so I felt like I was 12 again.
Oh, what do they hope, though, for kids who come to this exhibit that they'll walk away with?
I think it's really powerful for kids and adults. It's not just for the Star Trek geeks like myself. I think, you know, Einstein has the famous quote that imagination is more important than knowledge. If you think about the technologies that were imagined by Gene Roddenberry and the people who created Star Trek that have now come true or we've even surpassed, that's very powerful, I think, for kids who go into this to watch how people just imagine these things that now have become a commonplace part of our life in communications and technology.
And we know that the new Star Trek film will be opening up in just a few weeks. A lot of people excited about it. George Takei told you that he says he can't predict the future, but what does he hope will come from this new series?
Well, you know, George Takei is quite an activist, a social activist on many fronts, and I think what he said was Roddenberry's original vision for this was to be very revolutionary and push the envelope in troubled times, and he says we're in troubled times again. He hopes the series continues to keep pushing for social change through modeling what the future could be like.
It's much deeper than I thought the answer would be.
Deep. It was definitely deep.
And I want to say I'm on to you, Jamie. I may be new to CBS, but I know you get the best assignment, the best.
Sometimes the gig is good, as you know, Rena.
Jamie Wax, always a good story for us. Thank you, Jamie.
Thanks.